Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to SPW. I am your host, Nick, and tonight we are having another championship match. This time it is for the Multi-Universal Championship, which is the top echelon of our belts here on the channel. If this is your first time here, I don't know what's going to happen any more than you do. I just set the stats, let the AI do its thing, and I'm along for the ride with you. But we have, here we go, Daredevil. This is Charlie Cox's Daredevil, straight out of the MCU. I mean, I say straight out of. Technically, he's only on Disney Plus, but it's rumored, heavily rumored, that just right around the corner he's going to be popping up in a certain Spider-Man movie. So fingers crossed that that's going to happen. But yeah, like I said, Charlie Cox famously killing it as Daredevil. He comes down to the ring standing 6 foot tall, weighing 185 pounds. And yeah, like I said, off of it, we are getting probably at least 3. I mean, we're definitely getting Daredevil. We've already had Punisher, and right around the corner in Daredevil Season 2, it seems like we're also going to be getting Jessica Jones. So all of the Netflix superheroes that were really the best of the best getting canonized in the MCU, and hopefully we're going to get to see him in the movies. I don't know if we'll get to see him necessarily in Doomsday coming up right around the corner, but at the very least, we're going to finally get to see Spider-Man and Daredevil in the screen at the same time, and that is why we are having tonight's matchup. This man, Venom, Tom Hardy's Venom, 7'6", 500 pounds. This guy is the heavyweight in this match. I mean, he's a super heavyweight, really, but he's definitely the biggest guy that's going to be coming down to the ring. But we are doing a kind of hero/anti-hero match tonight, because if you've been following the channel, then you would know Punisher somehow miraculously came out victorious at the end of last season. He is our new and current multi-universal champion, and really, I don't know, I've just been loving on. I mean, we had a big DC matchup, a big DC championship change of hands. You should go back and check that out if you haven't. So I felt like this week we're going to stick to Marvel. And we already had a new Marvel champion crowned as well, so also go back and check that out. But now we have one major belt left, and I was like, you know, it's the Punisher. It's well, like I said, the Punisher that we know, John Bernthal from the Daredevil series. He is our new Punisher. He will be the Punisher in the MCU. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just jump the gun a little bit. Let's get to see Daredevil, Spider-Man, Punisher, and Venom in the ring at the same time. We might get to see it in the new Spider-Man movie. Fingers crossed. Venom is the one that's really the bigger question mark in my mind. But like, we already know that like Hulk and Punisher and Spider-Man. But if you're gonna have Punisher, you probably ought to have Daredevil. And then if you're gonna have a new trilogy of Spider-Man, it seems like they're kind of setting up Venom. So who knows? Down the road, this might be exactly what we end up seeing in the MCU, but until that happens, here we have Tom Holland's Spider-Man, expertly played. I don't know, it's hard to pick a favorite of these days, because, you know, they brought back Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, and frankly, I like both of them. I thought everybody that's played Spider-Man so far has done a great job. But this is our current Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and honestly, I think he still plays him to perfection, so I am super stoked for the new Spider-Man. I don't know if he's going to be in, it seems like he's probably not going to be in Doomsday. It's almost like his movie is going to be taking place probably, you know, kind of like simultaneously as Doomsday, the Avengers thing. So I'm excited to get back to, this is my favorite kind of version of Spider-Man. It's the street level Spider-Man with the street level heroes and villains. Like, he doesn't deal with cosmic threats. He's great at swinging between buildings. And if you hadn't noticed, we're in our, not a brand new arena. We've only used this arena a few times, but this is our Marvel Rivals arena. And I felt like since we're having Daredevil and Punisher and Spider-Man and Venom, this felt appropriate. But here we go, multi-universal champion Frank Castle, with no superpowers, I might add. This is SPW, Superpowered Wrestling, and when Punisher or Batman are able to come out victorious, it's kind of extra special, at least to me. These are two guys that, you know, their superpower is just no quit. They just have the Nike symbol on their chest, and they just do it. But, yeah, Punisher, he comes down to the ring standing 6'3", 225 pounds. And, again, this matchup is one that is, I don't know, probably just four of my favorite characters. Spider-Man, Venom, Daredevil, Punisher. Yeah, like one is the monochromatic anti-hero to the others. You know, red, black, and blue Avenger. So, this matchup, it is a fatal four-way. If you don't know the rules, basically, no disqualifications. The only really reason a ref is in there is just to count to 3 and to basically call the match if somebody's tapping out. But weapons are allowed. We love to have weapons here on SPW. It's a little bit of our shtick because, you know what? These are superheroes. I think they can take it. Most of the time they go through walls and buildings and sometimes planets, depending on the power level. So you just kind of got to let them do their thing. You know, don't limit them. But here we go. And immediately, that's what I was hoping would happen. Daredevil goes after Spider-Man. Venom goes after Punisher. And here we go. First person to land a pinfall or a submission is the winner. So really, in this case, Punisher has everything to lose. It is purely, I mean, anybody that gets pinned can lose the belt. So truly, I mean, he's got to keep his head on a swivel out there. Oh! And then switching partners, Daredevil and Punisher, no strangers to fighting. Oh! But Punisher right now, absolutely, just doing what I said. He needs to just kind of attack everyone as that comes near him as fast as he can. He can't play favorites. He's just got to stay on the offensive. And also, you know, keep anyone else from landing a pin or a submission. But there we go. There's some MMA ground and pound. Oh! Daredevil lands a bat. I always say he shouldn't be called Batman. But there is a vicious baseball bat hit to the face, and Punisher had to roll out of the ring on that one. Wisely collects himself, but now he's got a kendo stick, and oh man, he's stalking. It looks like he was just going to stalk Punisher, or stalk Daredevil after that hit. He was on the receiving end of. Oh, and there he goes. He decides to drop the weapon, but he definitely continues his assault on Daredevil. These two got a lot of history. They're like, it's really one of the reasons why I love Daredevil so much. Is like, Daredevil is Punisher on, rather I should say, Punisher is Daredevil just on a bad day. All it would take is Daredevil to go a little bit too far. Suddenly, he is punishing evildoers instead of bringing them to justice. Subtle but important distinction. Oh, wow! Spider-Man just flinging a sledgehammer. Kind of didn't care who he hit with it. I mean, and at this point, I guess why worry about that? You know that all three of your opponents can take it. So, you know, just go nuts. You just probably just keep pulling weapons out from under the ring and just keep throwing them at whoever's closest. But look at this. Venom and Punisher, that is a match I truly do want to see. I mean, I don't doubt that I will get to see Daredevil and Spider-Man. Oh! Speaking of that, there was a Spider-Man-Daredevil connection right now. But, I think that's going to happen. I think in the Spider-Man movie we're going to get to see that. What is this? What? Spider-Man posing for the camera? Oh! Didn't even land the move. Let Daredevil do it for him and just mugs for the camera for a little bit. How about that? I always thought he was kind of a guy that liked to keep himself... Wait a minute! Oh! It looked like Spider-Man and Venom were going to work together there, and instead they end up on the receiving end of a double headbutt. But as I was saying, Spider-Man usually tries to stay out of the limelight, at least lately in the MCU. So we'll see if that holds up. Like I said, I likes me a street-level version of Spider-Man. Whoa! Wow! From the top turnbuckle to the outside! Massive right hand from the Punisher. Oh my goodness! And then he lands another one on Spider-Man. Spider-Man stalking him with the kendo stick didn't do him any good. Just the Punisher's right hand. Everybody else, watch out. That's one of my favorite things about John Bernthal's version of the Punisher. Is I don't know. He just goes... He doesn't really like have like a war cry. It's more of just a roar, like a guttural growl that he does. But as soon as you notice it, you'll not be able to unhear it, so I apologize in advance. 1, 2, oh my goodness! Spider-Man nearly had it, because Venom was jackknife powerbombing Daredevil, and then Spider-Man wisely breaks that up, because that might have broke Daredevil in half. But somehow, Punisher and I love the weird monochromatic dichotomy between Punisher and Venom. They're both like the black and white evil versions of the red and black heroes that they're opposite. Oh, look at this! Ground and pound, vicious, just landing repeated fists to that massive jawline of Venom. And how about this? Oh, kendo stick, expertly applied by Daredevil, working his way around. Oh, but ends up on the receiving end of a big lariat from Venom. And wisely, Spider-Man taking the opportunity to go after Punisher, but Punisher, always quick to recover, able to land a leg sweep on Spider-Man. But right now, oh, big right hand! And then more right hands from Daredevil, just punishing the Punisher. But Spider-Man, oh wow, sends Daredevil into the guardrail, and then springboard kicks off of his chest. What is Spider-Man doing out there right now? Look at this. Oh, Hurricane Rana! On the outside of the ring, it looks like it's like grass, I want to say, on the outside. Some kind of a turf type material. Doesn't look like it has a lot of give to it. Oh my goodness, from the top turnbuckle, Spider-Man expertly lands an elbow. That looked like it was on the back of the neck of Daredevil. But now we have Spider-Man and Venom. Been waiting to see this the whole time. Oh, Venom sends Spider-Man into the steel steps and finds himself yet another weapon. Watch out, everybody else. Venom and Punisher now inside the ring. Punisher takes the kendo stick from Venom. Oh, and lands a brutal shot across the back. Oh, and then a spear on Daredevil. Punisher has Daredevil stunned in the ring. What is he doing? He has his prey dead to rights. But look at this. Oh, no. Finishing move applied. Daredevil inside the ring. 1, 2. Daredevil kicks out. Incredible. I thought the match would have been done. Punisher looked like he was about to maintain his belt, and then ends up on the receiving end of a sidewalk slam from Venom. Meanwhile, Daredevil just trying to wrap up Venom. Catch him by surprise. I don't know if you guys have been following the channel, but if you didn't know, Spider-Man, for a long while, was our Marvel and our Multi-Universal Champion. He's, in fact, been the only 3-belt holding champion we've had on the channel. So Spider-Man trying to retain his status as the #1 hero in Marvel or DC. But right now, this does not look good. He is going up. Oh, and driven down hard by Venom. Spider-Man is stunned. Punisher, the current champion, manages to come back from seeing stars there, but look at this. Daredevil, again, using the crucifix pin. You don't see that too often. Trying to catch Venom by surprise, but when somebody's got an upper body like that, you might be able to use their own weight against him, so I see, I guess, what his plan is. Daredevil now going after Punisher. How about this? Oh, knee to the face! And a pin! 1! Oh, looked like Venom thought that he'd broken it up already and then turned his back. Turns out, wasn't enough to get Daredevil off of Punisher. But oh my goodness, Spider-Man drop kick sends Daredevil just having to take a minute, roll out of the ring. So now it's just Spider-Man and Venom. How about that? Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the Multi-Universal Championship. This is not just a Marvel Championship, even though they're all Marvel characters in there. But this is to rule the roost. This is the #1 belt on the SPW's roster. Oh! Huge! Double knees delivered! One! Oh! Punisher in there to break it up. Once again, he's really the one that has the most to lose in this situation. Gets on the receiving end of a spear broken up by Spider-Man. Everybody at this point landing finishers, but there's just too many men in the ring in order to really, you know, keep an eye out for all of them. Oh, how about that? Counter by Spider-Man. Broken up by Daredevil. Whew. Too much action. Back and forth. Look at this. Attacks, dodging, blocking. Everybody's got their head on a swivel. And then what is this now? Oh, counter from Punisher. Hurricane Rana delivered to Daredevil. Daredevil landing combinations. Words are hard. Once you've said a few thousand in a row, you know, you're starting to lose your saliva. But right now, Daredevil calling Punisher to his feet. Oh, Venom working Spider-Man outside the ring with a kendo stick. But right now, look at this. Spider-Man springs to his feet. Oh, but receiving a headbutt from Venom, and then Venom gets a kendo stick broken over his back. Oh, wow, how about that? Daredevil ducked underneath Spider-Man's springboard. Dodging it, but the springboard attack leveled Punisher. Punisher now reeling on a combination from Spider-Man. Oh, but look at this. Wow, how about that? Clothesline Spider-Man, and Venom jumps in the ring immediately to take advantage and gets broken up. Right now, oh, submission hold. How about that? Submission hold being applied, but muscling out of it, Venom. And now Punisher, 1, 2. Oh, kick out from Venom. Punisher thought he had it. I mean, honestly, nobody else was looking. That was his window. Oh, big DDT. And then a springboard kick from Spider-Man, but expertly dodged by Punisher. Again, if you have to give the combat prowess to somebody, I mean, it's got to be between Punisher and Daredevil, right? Like, Venom and Spider-Man are mostly just powerhouses. 1, 2, 3! Spider-Man has regained, I should say. Spider-Man pins Daredevil and regains the Multi-Universal Championship, pulling it out of the hands of Punisher and Daredevil and Venom. Frankly, 3 of his biggest kind of on-again, off-again frenemies? How about that? Ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man, once again, claims his position at the top of SPW, the Multi-Universal Champion. Oh, wow. 2026 has been full of surprises. We've already had 3 belts on the line and 3 title changes. How about that? Oh, my goodness. If you've stuck around, do the thing, like, subscribe. We're going to have more matches like this coming up. This is kind of more in our wheelhouse, having the Marvel and the DC characters duke it out. But don't you worry, we'll have more movies and TV shows and pop culture matches coming up this season. So stick around for that. Till then, y'all have a good one. We'll see you next time. Good night.